Hello, dear ones. My name is Kyla, and I'm a licensed therapist and astrologer. Welcome to my channel, where we discuss upcoming astrological events and I teach you how to best navigate them using various therapy techniques. This is not a substitute for your own therapy, but more like a supplement. So today, we're diving into the deep, transformative waters of the full moon in Scorpio, happening this May 12th. This isn't your average full moon. It's one packed with intensity, emotional depth, and the potential for real soul-level change. This event will challenge us to choose transformation over comfort and release attachments and ideas about security that prevent us from growing. And to top it off, it's opposing both the Sun and Uranus in Taurus, shaking things up in big, unpredictable ways. So let's start by talking about this full moon and what it means. Scorpio is the sign of death and rebirth, of shadows, secrets, emotional power, and transformation. So when the moon is full in this sign, we're being invited to look honestly at what is hidden, what no longer serves us, and what we're truly ready to release. And because this is a full moon, we're always working with an opposition. This moon in Scorpio is sitting directly across from the Sun in Taurus. And this axis is about safety versus surrender, control versus trust, emotional depth versus physical grounding. One side wants to hold on tight, and the other says, let it go. And we're standing right there in the middle. If you've been feeling emotionally stuck, disconnected from your inner fire, or weighed down by things you haven't been able to name, this moon could be your breakthrough moment. Scorpio asks us to be brave, to feel deeply, to grieve what we've outgrown, and to make space for a more authentic version of ourselves to rise. So ask yourself, what am I clinging to for safety that might actually be keeping me small? Where am I afraid to feel something fully? And where am I ready to transform? Now let's talk about Uranus, because this is where things get electric. Uranus is the planet of disruption, surprise, and radical awakening. And it's sitting right next to the Sun in Taurus, directly opposing the full moon. So that means that you might feel jolted into awareness, or suddenly feel ready to break free from a situation, a relationship, or maybe a role that you've outgrown. Emotions could feel unpredictable, but beneath the chaos is clarity. Uranus shakes the ground so that false stability can collapse and the real alignment can take root. This truth wants to come through, and it may not be comfortable, but it will be honest. From a therapeutic perspective, this moon is about shadow work, trauma release, and reclaiming interpersonal power. If you're into IFS, you should think of your protector parts showing up strong, trying to control, trying to shut down or numb you. But this moon wants your exiled parts to come to the surface, the ones carrying grief, shame, or fear. It's time to meet them with compassion, not avoidance. The key is not to bypass here, but to feel fully and to ground often. Remember, this moon isn't just about purging the past. It's about making space for a new version of yourself to come alive. The full moon in Scorpio, especially with Uranus in the mix, is a powerful turning point. What wants to be shaken loose is doing so for a reason. Let this be your moment to get real with yourself, to step into the fire of truth, release the weight you no longer need, and to come out lighter, clearer, more empowered. You don't have to figure it all out. You just have to be willing to feel, to let go, and to trust what comes next. In my opinion, these astrological events beautifully align with a type of therapeutic model known as acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT, which helps you to move through stuckness, resistance, and fear. Let's dive into it, and then I can tell you how to apply it in your own life. ACT is a therapy approach that helps you stop fighting your internal experience and start living in alignment with your values. The goal isn't to get rid of hard feelings or thoughts, but to relate to them differently so that they don't control your choices. Now, ACT has 6 core processes. Number 1, acceptance, which entails opening up to painful feelings instead of avoiding or suppressing them. Number 2, cognitive diffusion, which is where you step back from unhelpful thoughts instead of getting tangled in them. Number 3, being present, which is something you can do by grounding in the here and now. Number 4, self as context, where you know you're more than your thoughts and feelings. Number 5, values, and clarify what really matters to you. Number 6, committed action. This is where you take small steps towards your values, even when it's hard. So it's kind, it's powerful, and it helps you get unstuck in real ways. So how does this tie into the full moon in Scorpio? Let's connect the dots. This moon is stirring up deep emotions, grief, fear, shame, maybe even the desire to control or withdraw. It's also opposing Uranus, which means sudden awakenings, unexpected disruptions, and truth coming to the surface. Emotionally, this is a moment when old stuff can come up fast. Here's how ACT's core processes can be used to support you through this full moon's energy. Starting with the first tenet of acceptance, instead of trying to push away uncomfortable feelings, let them be there. Scorpio invites us to feel everything. If grief comes up, welcome it. If rage rises, witness it. In ACT, acceptance is active. It's making room for humanity without judgment. Number 2, cognitive diffusion. The Scorpio moon can stir up thoughts like, I'll never change, or I'm too broken. ACT teaches you to step back and say, I'm noticing I'm having the thought that I'm stuck. That small shift creates space for you to act from values, not fear. Number 3, being present. This moon is intense. Uranus can feel destabilizing. Taurus helps us come back to the body, to use the breath, grounding, or mindful movement to stay here and now. When your mind spirals, your body anchors. Number 4, self as context. You are not your fear. You are not your trauma. You are not even your thoughts. You are the observer, the awareness behind it all. ACT and astrology both remind us that identity can shift. You are not stuck in any one role. Number 5, values. Now, the most Taurus part of this whole process, values. What truly matters to you? Who do you want to be, even when it's hard? What qualities do you want to embody? This moon wants us to burn away what's false, but you have to know what's worth keeping. Number 6 is committed action, and this is where it gets real. What's one thing that you can do to move toward your values today? Even if the fear is still there, even if you don't feel ready. ACT reminds us, you don't have to wait to feel perfect to move forward. You can just act with intention. And this is how you use ACT to help guide you through these transits. So this full moon in Scorpio is a cosmic call to transformation, and ACT is a grounded, compassionate way to meet that call. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to force anything. Just make space for what's true. Reconnect to what matters and take the next right step. Now, if this resonated with you, please drop a comment below. What are you letting go of this full moon? What truth are you stepping into? And if you want more astrology content with the therapeutic twist, hit subscribe, like this video, and share it with someone who might need this medicine.